Happy Thanksgiving. It's 2020. My name is Eclipse. Let's get into the best gaming TVs of 2020 and actually the best TVs that you can purchase for 2020 right now. Welcome back, guys. It's another year. We've been doing this best gaming TVs for every year for about 4 or 5 years now, and a lot of you guys seem to love it. So I'm gonna keep doing it. As you know, the PS5 and the Xbox One, Xbox Series X have dropped along with the Series S. So you're probably in the market for a good TV to match along with it. So along those lines come a lot of new capabilities for TVs and gaming systems, so you need something that'll match and pair with it very well. So the first thing we have are TVs with HDMI 2.1. 2.1 is the new standard. It allows auto low latency, variable refresh rate, which is VRR, and 120 frames per second. So a game like Call of Duty, you can play in 120 frames per second, which is buttery smooth, and you need a new type of TV with HDMI 2.1 to go along with that. You also have TVs with gaming engines. You have full array TVs. You need a full array TV if you want the best picture and lighting in your TV. It helps distribute all the lighting across the TV, increases brightness, lifelike colors, local dimming, which is better for blacks and stuff like that. Then you have two big TVs, OLED TVs, which are like the Samsung TVs, which is like basically a high-end LCD with multiple zones of lighting behind it. And then you have an OLED TV, which LG makes. Actually, all the displays for OLED, including the Sonys, they make the display for those, which is more of a each individual pixel lights up as you need it. So if you need areas in this section, they'll completely turn off for the best blacks. All right, so let's get to my picks for the best. Let's see, should we start off with the best TV or the best budget? Let's do the best budget because, I think a lot of people are saving money this year. So let's go with the TCL R635. So the TCL R635 comes in 55-inch, 65, and 75. So the pricing starts at about $649. And you're getting a pretty great TV for the features. Actually, it's no 2.1 HDMI, but it is 120 hertz refresh rate, has low input lag, and it has a lot of the features that 2.0 has. So that's kind of a standard. I think they call it the 2.0B. So it has a few of the features of 2.1, but not exactly. For $649, a 55-inch is not bad. $899 is for your 65-inch. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff. So it's a mini LED QLED, and it is a 4K UHD total panel. What we have here, it's THX certified game mode, variable refresh rate, auto game mode. It has Roku platform and 4 HDMI ports. It has one eARC, which is enhanced audio return channel, which is great if you have a sound bar and you want all of the high-end sound to go throughout your whole system, like a 7.1 sound. So that's actually not bad for that type of TV, and I don't think you'll go wrong with that. Let's see the ratings. 4.7 out of 184 people. That's actually not too bad. Let's see what we have here. Trying to look up some other stuff. The local dimming on this TV is not the greatest, but like I said, if you want a good all-around TV for gaming and some movies, this is probably your best entry level as far as that. So you can't go wrong with that. The next step up I'd probably go to would be the Vizio P Series Quantum X. So a 65-inch and a 75-inch in this model. Starts at $999. What else do we have here? This is actually a great TV for a bright room because it has low reflective coating on it. And you're actually going to love this TV because it is the best rated for HDR content, which is high dynamic range. So if you're watching a lot of, Amazon Prime stuff, Netflix, Apple TV stuff. A lot of that stuff is shot in HDR. This is going to be the best TV for HDR content. What else does it offer? It is really good for watching in a bright or dark room, but it's great for, you know, a bright room. It has HDR10 plus, Dolby Vision, and it has a full black insertion feature, low input lag, which is great for gaming. It has narrow angles, so you can't really watch the TV from the sides. But I mean, for, you know, the price that you're getting this TV for a 65 inch for $999, that's pretty great. Let's check out some of the specs. It goes up to 1100 nits of peak brightness, which is really bright. And that's what I was saying as far as being good for a bright room. So the brighter the TV you have, the better you can see it in, you know, if you have a lot of open windows. Has a pro gaming feature, 4K 120 hertz. So it's perfect for the low latency and VRR mode in the Xbox One X. The PS5, I believe, is getting that feature in a future update. Has Dolby Vision. Apple AirPlay and Chromecast built in. It is a very good TV for sports. It's 2.1 HDMI. Has eARC for Dolby Atmos, like I said before with the other TV. So this is going to be a better step up TV for you for not a lot more money. So you know what I mean. 120 hertz refresh rate, good for gaming, great for living rooms. Okay. And shout out to my team at Best Buy on Route 46 in West Patterson / Woodland Park, it's called. That team has always been the best as far as taking care of me and all my needs for all my tech stuff. The team there, Steven Smalls, he's the general manager. Donnie, that's my other manager, Connect there. They've always treated me with respect, and they've been great for all of my purchases, and their team is actually the best as far as like the Best Buys in my area. They've nothing but stellar service, excellent. So go check them out. Tell them Eclipse sent you, and maybe they'll give you a discount. You never know, you know what I mean? But shout out to them, and let's get back to this. So this TV, I believe the Vizio has HDR and Dolby, which is one of the only TVs that actually has that, I believe. Yes. Because some standards, LG has Dolby, Samsung has HDR10. So they all have their own specific ways of dealing with HDR. This TV has both. So for $999, not a bad TV for what you get. And it's on sale for Black Friday. All right. My second, this will be the best TV for a bright room and the best LCD panel on this show right here. Samsung Q90 T series. It's a little bit more money. You know, they have a 55 inch, hard to find, I guess, at this moment. 65 inch, 75, and I believe that's it. So for a 55 inch, you know, you're paying $12.99. But this TV is the best for sports. It only has 2, I believe, HDMI 2.1 ports. The other 2 are regular, which is kind of like silly in this day and age, but you do get them on there. It's very good for a bright TV. It's one of the best panels. When I say panel, one of the best displays for a bright room. It does get very bright, and if you want that pop, that's a lot of people like, especially like in their phones, Samsung always delivers with this TV. You're not going to go wrong with this. And the only problem with this is that, not that there's a problem, but it does have specific zones, like when you're watching a movie at night and there's a dark scene. So let's say a campfire. The campfire will be lit up, but you'll actually see the zones around that light up behind it. So there's specific zones that light up behind an LCD QLED TV. So you're gonna see the actual zones light up. Other than that, this TV is really good. I would recommend this TV for anyone who's looking for a TV that pops. And yeah, I mean, let me see what else we got here as far as specs. Let's take a look. Full array, which is great. So it has 16x zones. Okay, quantum HDR, a new processor, quantum processor, motion rate, and You're gonna get the HLG HDR10 Plus, 120 hertz refresh rate. You're gonna get Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant in this TV. And what else do we have? It's actually a great gaming TV. What's the input lag on this? Does it say? Let me take a look. Input lag. You're gonna have black frame insertion feature, Tizen OS, but all in all, this is a great TV. So you won't be disappointed with this one. Now, for my top TV for 19. Now, for my top video for 2020 for gaming, movies, and overall picture quality, has to be an OLED, the LG C10 or the CX. So that TV right here is one of the best TVs that you can buy. It's a little bit more expensive. 55-inch starts at $13.99 versus the 55 inches is at $12.99. But I happen to own a C9 series, and they're very similar in specs. I believe this TV has 4 HDMI 2.1s. That's why I went with that TV last year, because it was one of the first TVs to have it. And it has, 120 hertz refresh rate, true 120 hertz, total black immersion as far as like the picture quality. You can actually turn off the pixels, like I said before. So you have an infinite contrast ratio, perfect black uniformity that makes blacks appear deep and like ink. If you have to see an OLED to believe it, honestly, you really have to go into the store. It does have VRR support to reduce screen tearing, near instant response time, very low input lag. And what other specs do we have here? It does HDR10 plus, it does Dolby Vision. It doesn't do HDR10 plus, which I said the Samsung does. It has a very great remote. The remote is off the chain. Like you have a pointer on it. It's very easy to use, and you have Apple HomeKit, so you can actually tell the TV. You can actually incorporate it within your Apple, ecosystem. So you can have, hey, and then you can say turn off the LG TV or turn it on, or it could be part of your whole ecosystem, which is actually really great. It has Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa, and not a lot of differences between this year and last year. So the HDMI 2.1s are a little bit less bandwidth. They have 40 gigabytes. I'm sorry. Last year they had 48, which is the true full spec of 2.1. Don't know why they went down, but a lot of people say you don't really need the bandwidth. Me personally, I like just to have the extra stuff. But this is the new version. If you want to save a little money, then go for the C9. You may save, a couple $100, and you'll have a great TV. It's not a big difference between the two. What else? Oh, the only thing about OLED TVs, I gotta be honest with you, is you can get burn-in. So if you play a lot of Fortnite, you watch a lot of news, this TV may not be best for you because they get something called burn-in, which is similar to like the plasma TVs from back in the day. So if you watch a lot of CNN and you have the CNN on the bottom, or you play a lot of Fortnite and you're always playing Fortnite and you have the HUD or the heads-up display always on there, eventually you may get burn-in. So basically it's like you'll always have that image. When you change to something else, you'll kind of see a ghost image there. It's a rare thing. They do have a lot of technology to go against that now. So you just have to be a little bit mindful of the content that you play on a C10. They do have software though that can fix it while it's turned off, or fix it in the background and move stuff just a pixel at a time or something like that. So in actuality, you should be fine. And me personally, I always put warranty on my TVs because this is something that we use for everything, and it's on a lot of the time of the day. So I would actually get the warranty to cover it for the next 5 years, 2 to 5 years, depending on what the price is. And that's about it. So my best pick for a TV for you guys, LG C10. That's the big boy on the block this year, and I would recommend that TV highly. If you want one bonus item, if you want the best supposedly PS5 TV, then you can go with the Sony X900H, which is supposed to be paired perfectly and even comes in bundles in Canada with this with the PS5. And the only problem with this is that some of the VRR stuff is not even unlocked yet. It's supposed to be a firmware update for it coming soon. But for the price, it's not too bad. 65-inch for an LED TV is $9.99. You can't go wrong, and it's in the Magnolia section, which is the higher end section of Best Buy, along with you know, the LG and the Samsung Q90. It's a 120 refresh rate, and what else do we have about that TV? It's a great HDR experience, but for the price, yeah, I mean, for the price, I mean, you can go better with the Vizio. I'd probably go with the Vizio, but if you want everything to pair right, I'm talking about the Vizio, the P-Series Quantum, I'd probably go with this one versus the Sony, but Sony has such great image processing that you can't go wrong. It's just for the features, on paper, the Vizio is better at this moment. But if you want a direct PS5 TV, then this is the TV to get. And if you want something that's great for the Xbox Series X, then the Q90T, which is the Samsung Q90T series, is going to be great because it has variable refresh rate, and so does the Xbox Series X and the LG C10. So either of those TVs are great for the Xbox Series X, the LG or the Samsung. And the best, you know, TV for the PS5, I'd go with the Sony because it's matched up with it perfectly, like I said, or the LG C10. All right, so that is my best picks for TVs for 2020. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hit a like, subscribe, and comment or anything. Just say hello, say happy Thanksgiving. That's what it's all about, you know. 2020 is coming almost to an end, and the tech is almost over for the year. I know, sad, right? Anyway, I will see you on the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a safe holiday season. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.